Rebecca Gabriel here. Welcome to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm going to be doing a card reading for Gemini, and this is for the 12th through to the 20th of February. So it's a mid-February reading. Gemini, as you know, it is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate on every level because we're trying to look at the big picture view for most Geminis. So just take what resonates with your particular situation. So let's dive in to see what Spirit has in terms of guidance and a little bit of information what is coming up for you. So Gemini, thanks for joining us for your reading. This is the 12th through to the 20th of February. So right in the middle of the month. So Spirit, we're asking you for your guidance. What's coming up for Gemini and the energies surrounding events. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for Gemini. Oh, falling out here. Oh, they're really wanting to flip. So I don't want to take those. Where are we? It's just, let's get this back in order here, shall we? Okay, thank you, Spirit. A bit of excitement in the cards here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now, I don't do reversals, I just read intuitively from the cards. Wow, we've got a lot of major arcana cards here in the first row. All right. So Gemini, the Hierophant card here. Well, this speaks to me of something formal and a commitment. Now, in this particular deck, it's got a really religious connotation, and for some it's about the commitment to a marriage. The overarching feel of an authority. It's taken me by surprise. I'm going to come back to that. It's really interesting, and it may be that Gemini, it's representing sort of like the formality and the structure that you're looking for in your life, perhaps. Or how things are pertaining to the way you see things in your life, because it's what's really lovely is that this card does have a religious connotation with religious symbols being represented here of various religions. But what I'm taking from this is that, because not everyone is religious, of course, is that this may represent the bigger picture in terms of humanity and a very inclusive look about how we are or who we are as human beings, and the importance of what brings us together rather than divides us. So in some way this is important to you or relevant to you, Gemini. Important in terms of also your spirituality and what brings value and meaning into your life. Perhaps the message here is to see beyond the structures of the religion and to see the spirituality in many forms, different flavors, and of course that taking a perspective of seeing the world, seeing people from a larger perspective rather than a structure that fits into a box may be what you're being called to do. Maybe that is the way you view life and the way you view people is from that global perspective. But it's definitely a card about spirituality. Yeah. All right, so let's move on and cycle back to that. We've got the Magician card that's turned up here, which is really about you manifesting what it is that you want to create in your life. And I'm feeling like that there's something very, very significant here about you following your purpose. Now, unlike other cards, other decks, I'm seeing, the more I look at these cards, the more I'm seeing what I haven't seen before. There's this dove here, which does represent the Holy Spirit, okay? We've got the infinity symbol here on the belt of this angel. And we've got, normally this card represents you having all the resources that you need to create something, to manifest something. But there's definitely a divine connection here. So interesting that we start out with the spirituality, the perspective of, that greater spirituality. So if we're talking about, ourselves as soul beings, that incorporates all different religions and spiritualities. And then we've got this magician. So I'm feeling like there's something here, there's something quite significant in terms of you doing something along the lines of spirituality and working with spirit, the divine, to manifest, to perhaps live out your purpose, to have a role of some kind. Moving on. We've got the Strength card here. Perhaps it does require a lot of strength and courage to do what you're doing, or to follow your dreams, or to pursue your purpose and your passion. And if it does appear to be challenging and difficult, then Spirit is saying you have the courage, you have the strength, you have what it is that you need to do to pursue this role or this purpose or this mission. We've got the Knight of Wands here, and this card is sort of letting us know that something is about to step into action, take flight, take momentum, begin. So the Knight of Wands energy is fast and furious and let's get going. So perhaps there's a sense of things are going to change rapidly, or someone is coming towards you, Gemini, to take action rather rapidly. I have to say, this reading is quite perplexing. The Page of Wands is now you evaluating what you're going to do next. So I feel that there's a focus here on your spirituality and your greater purpose, and it's going to take courage to follow that. And then, things are shifting and changing rather rapidly here, Gemini. So it may be that you've got to examine your options of what the next steps are. It certainly is about tuning into your intuition and your inner guidance in order to understand what the next steps are, in order for you to understand and reconnect with your dreams and your purpose. The Five of Cups energy is you thinking about things that are putting you in quite an emotional space. Now, 5 is usually that energy of transitioning from one thing to another, and you are contemplating things that haven't worked out, and you are looking at the cups that are spilt in the water here. But what you're not noticing are the 2 cups here that still are alive and full of opportunity, and perhaps hold your dreams and the potentiality of your dreams. So you're kind of in this limbo space, Gemini, of mulling over what hasn't worked, but not yet refocusing on what you've got to go forward and putting your energy there. So you're a little bit in that daydream land or daydream world, and longing for something that didn't work, but not really focusing on what is to go forward. Yeah, and again, we've got that same energy here with the 5 of Swords, and feeling wounded and feeling really confused and stressed about something that didn't work out, perhaps some communication that hurt you, and there's a separation between you and someone else, or you and an opportunity that didn't work out, communication that didn't work out, and that's caused you a lot of pain and heartache. So it's left you in this space at the moment of feeling sorrow, feeling pain, and kind of dwelling in that for a moment or two. But I don't see you staying there for too long. because the Queen of Swords is about you getting yourself into gear and getting very clear about what's important to you. So the Queen of Swords is very, very clear, and this card does represent inspiration and transformation and a decision to take action and to move forward, to be very clear about what it is that you need to transform your life and to move on. I love all of the butterflies in this card here. You have complete clarity, and it's like you've had a light bulb moment about what to do and how to do it. So it's definitely about clarity of thought, clear thinking, and making decisions. And it's followed by the Judgment card. So I feel like you're either announcing your decision, or there is some news that is coming towards you, and this is helpful to you. This is helpful because it's helping to clear the pathway forward. Okay, so I feel like it's good news. I feel that by the time you get to this stage, Gemini, you have a lot of clarity and you're pretty decisive about what it is that you want to do and how you're going to move forward. Wow. So gosh, there's a lot going on here. So starting out with this real sense of what's important to you in terms of your spirituality and what you want to manifest, and working with the divine. It does take courage sometimes to step out and do something and to follow your purpose. Whatever your purpose is, Gemini, it's going to be different for all of you. But it does mean something very important to you in this life, and you want to follow that. But sometimes you feel that you need extra strength and extra courage to do that. You do have a big picture perspective here, so it may be that there's a teaching aspect here about your dream and your mission and your purpose. You're going to get the divine support for what you need to achieve this. Yeah. Quite possibly the Knight of Wands is also someone who's coming in to help you, but typically the Knight doesn't stay. The Knight kind of rushes in with either a message or to do something or to create an impact. It certainly changes the energy. It changes the energy around the situation. Maybe it's something that's happened that you weren't expecting, and that's left you in a space of going, oh, what do I do next? So I feel like something did definitely happen, and maybe that's what has sparked this change in the way you're feeling about things. So let's clarify. Let's bring some more cards into the reading here. So Spirit, thank you for the messages for Gemini. Can we have a little bit more information about Queen of Swords and the Judgment card, please? What's next for Gemini? We've got the Ace of Pentacles, so definitely a new beginning is on the horizon. So this is about a focus on starting something new in your life. You know, starting again. New job maybe, new focus, growing your business. It's definitely starting again, something new. Starting again is what keeps coming to me, my goodness. Maybe some of you a new home, growing something new, starting at the beginning and growing something new. So that may be in relation to your purpose here. Okay, so definitely growing something new. It could also mean that it will lead to abundance, okay? So it's looking like this is going to be fruitful for you. All right, thank you, Spirit. We've got the Page of Cups. Maybe somebody is thinking about you and thinking about their love for you, Gemini, thinking about offering you their love. Or it may be that, Gemini, that you are thinking about this and desiring to offer your love, depending on your situation. There's certainly a lot of dreamy energy here, thinking and pondering about someone special, but perhaps not believing it's going to happen. Perhaps you believe that, you know, this whole notion of love and emotional fulfillment is out of your reach, which sometimes with the Page of Cups, it does feel like it's a little bit beyond our reach. You're just wondering, is this possible? I love the way it's got pigs flying here, so you know the expression, and pigs will fly? Not really. Perhaps you're thinking that what you'd really truly love is not possible in terms of love or relationship. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What else? Well, we've got the Six of Wands, so this is a victory. This is a victory for you, Gemini. So for all of your efforts, all of the things that you've been doing, the seeds that you've been planting, is going to produce, a real winner here. You're going to receive some accolades, some confirmation, some affirmation that you're on the right track, Gemini. You're on the right track, you're on the right path here. So when it comes to starting new, you're on the right path. It's going to lead to victory. You're growing things in your life here, Gemini. That's interesting. Okay. Anything else? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, here we go. Five of Cups again. You're still struggling with this sorrow and this feeling of loss here, the sadness here. So you're really focusing, and it's hard for you to get this off your mind in terms of what hasn't worked out. However, you've got this enormously big cup next to you that's just sparkling with some opportunities just sitting here. So again, you're focused on the things that you have lost rather than the possibilities that still lay ahead for you. Again, 5 years transitioning. So you're moving through this energy. Thank you, Spirit. What else? 8 of Wands. So things do pick up. You've got a lot of things on your plate at the moment. You are very busy. The message is also to stay focused in order to do what you need to do, to produce what you need to do. You're doing your very best to stay focused. I do feel, though, that it is requiring a lot of energy for you. But you are very driven. You're feeling inspired and very driven to achieve at the moment. Thank you, Spirit. What else? I got the Temperance card. So, Gemini, are you feeling impatient at the moment? You've got a lot of things going on. I feel like you're very aware that there's a lot of change happening in your life at the moment. You're going through a lot of change. It is requiring, a good amount of strength in you to work with Spirit regarding this change. And also to sort of get over this feeling of the pain that you experienced recently in a loss and in poor communication, distancing from you, feeling distance from perhaps someone that you love or care for. Now the Temperance card is about recognizing there's divine timing at work here at the moment, and it does require a little bit of patience while, let's just say, the divine and the universe are working things out. And sometimes it's all about the matrix of life and things having to work at the right timing, and so you are being asked to do what you can to go with the flow and to trust. So there's an element of trust here. And it can be difficult when you don't know what's ahead, but Spirit is saying you need to trust. You need to tap into your intuition as to what is the right thing for you. Yes, you've got some choices to make ahead, but trust your inner guidance. That's what Spirit is saying, is trust your inner guidance. Okay. Anything else for Gemini for the 12th to the 20th? What is being announced here? Let's find out more about the Judgment card here. What does Gemini need to know? What's being announced here? Judgment. What judgment is being made? Are you making a judgment, Gemini, on your situation? Certainly you're focused on, we've got the Three of Cups energy, and you're certainly focused on what's going to be more meaningful in your life. You'd like to have more meaning in your life and fulfillment. And so perhaps the decision making and the judgment is all about that. It's like, what is going to give you, What is going to serve you best, Gemini? So this is a very important question for you at the moment, is where, as you move forward, understanding what is going to emotionally fulfill you is really important. In many ways, it is about people, love, connections. So this is very much a part of your energy and what you want going forward. Okay, what else? Oh, this is just, it would be nice to have a little bit more clarity around what's going on here, because I'm really feeling, Gemini, that you're in this space where things are not yet worked out. That things are, you're in this kind of zone where we do need to be patient with the timing while things are unfolding. We've got the Hierophant energy again, so a different look altogether to this one. Okay, very different feeling, but it is still pointing to you being tapped into the divine and the greater spirituality, and using this as guidance for your way forward. This is very important to you. Your spirituality is very important to you, Gemini. And this is where you're seeking wisdom and guidance. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Angel Tarot deck here. So, yeah, let's see what else is coming out. Yes, it feels like there's a number of things going on in your energy at the minute where things are not yet clear, and perhaps it's just being in that space of waiting while things are being worked out. And yeah, let's focus on what it is that you want to achieve and directing your energies in a positive way. Stay connected with your purpose and with spirit. Make time for that. Thank you, Spirit. Got the King of Water here. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Yeah. So the King of Water is very compassionate, trustworthy, respected. I feel like Spirit is asking you to adopt this energy, and perhaps it may be that someone steps into with the King of Water energy to assist you in being more broad-minded. And again, I still feel this very open energy about being open to the possibilities of how things are going to evolve and change. I feel like things are not yet decided, and there is a potential for things to go in multiple different directions at the moment, Gemini. And so for that reason, I feel that it's really important that you don't be too prescriptive in the way things are going to turn out, because it just may be that Spirit's got something in store for you that's not what you expect. You are going to need to trust, because things are going to work out in your favour. And that's, in many ways, that's what the Judgment card is about. Things are going to work out in your favour. Yeah, you do have decisions to make, but I don't feel that you've got anything to worry about. So stay open. Keep your heart and your mind open to the possibilities. Keep your energy consistent. Really come from a place that's wise. And if necessary, be the observer in order to avoid being too prescriptive as to how things are going to turn out. You're definitely planning something new and planting seeds for the future in a different kind of a way. So it's still something that's in progress, something that's still growing here. It may be that you are seeking some advice from the King of Water energy. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Gemini? It is difficult to get something concrete from this reading, because I really feel like Spirit is saying, not going to give it to you just yet. The things are still being worked out, which, you know, it can be a little frustrating, can't it? Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. I keep coming back to this feeling of having a global perspective, or the influence. You're going to be having an influence on a lot of people. So we've got, I got that with the Hierophant card. So this is sort of like a teacher feel, going and having a global perspective around many different spiritualities, connecting with spirit. And then we've got the Unity card here, which is, you know, examining traditional viewpoints or variety of different spiritual viewpoints here. We've got symbols from different religions as well, different spiritual organizations. Seeking out mentors and like-minded friends, so kind of connecting with people that you consider to be your tribe. Yeah, but there's definitely this emphasis on spirituality, which is sort of, you know, a broad perspective. It's everybody, isn't it? Okay, so what you're doing is going to have an effect. It's going to be about your spirituality. It's going to be about combining all of those viewpoints and perspectives for what you're doing going forward. And I did get that sense it has very much something to do with your purpose and your mission. It's still coming up. So we've got 3 cards that's talking about that. And, you know, Spirit really asking you just to stay open at the moment. Yeah. Okay. So the 4 of Air card often comes up when we're quite tired and exhausted. So I am getting a sense that give yourself time. And I am sensing you don't need to rush your decision, even if you are feeling the need to, because sometimes when we're pushed with this energy of everything being busy, 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 sometimes we can feel that there's a rush to make decision. But I am sensing that Spirit is saying no, despite your circumstances. Temperance card is like, take it slowly and weigh things up and be patient with the timing. 4 of Air, I'm really getting the sense of just pull back for now. Pull back and just wait. Give yourself time. Let things unfold naturally. Rest, reflect, observe. It says here, allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may help provide answers. So what's really being asked of you is don't rush to make a decision right now. And you may feel pressured to do that, especially with the Knight of Wands energy. I'm now realizing this is more about an energy rather than a person, that things are rushing towards you and urging you to take action. You may be feeling like you have to take action, and here you're contemplating, oh, what do I do? What do I do? But Spirit is saying no. Now is the time to actually pause. Don't feel pressured. There's something very important that you need to understand before the next steps here. And that's why you're being asked to just take your time to consider your options. Wow, now I wasn't expecting this reading to go this long, but clearly I can see now why that's important. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What else? 8 of Water, desire to move on. Okay, so this is talking about moving from where you have been in the past to something new. So we know that you're in this period of transformation, moving or transition. So you have this strong desire, this desire to feel something more meaningful and emotional and connecting with your purpose, a desire to feel more of that. So you're in search of something meaningful. And this is certainly affecting your spiritual and emotional growth. So after experiencing a loss of some kind here, an emotional loss, okay, wondering if there's ever going to be, you know, love or emotional fulfillment for you, you're kind of wondering, really doubting that at the minute. That's one aspect of your reading. 8 of Water is definitely wanting to move on to bigger, better, brighter things, things that are going to serve you, things that are going to help you to feel connected with who you are. Okay. Keeping your heart and mind open as you are moving through this change, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Okay. Yes, we're in that reflective mood. So we've got the Moon card here. So it's really trusting your insights and your inner guidance at the moment. It's also urging you to release your fears, to relax, to allow things to flow, to trust, to trust, to trust. Yeah, it's coming back again. It's this important thing about trust. You need to trust yourself. That's what you need to do. It's not about trusting others. It's about trusting yourself. Trusting your higher intuition, your inner guidance. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, this is way more complicated than I was expecting. But it's coming together. It is coming together. Queen of Fire. Awesome. So eventually things click in and you adopt the energy of the Queen of Fire, Gemini, and you are on fire. You're feeling inspired, connected. It's like everything falls into place. You are a very powerful energy, okay? Look at this. Intelligent, warm, graceful, inspired, knowing. This is your energy. So with this energy, Spirit is saying it is time to stretch your wings and to fly, to go do your thing. Don't underestimate your value, your worth, your abilities, your strengths. Assert your independence and your creativity. This is about standing up. This is about doing. This is about taking action. This is about recognizing what you have to give and to offer, how you can create things, how you can make a difference. So the future, in terms of where you're going to direct your energy, that's an important thing for you to realize about yourself. That's about moving forward into the future. You're going to have success with that. I love that. Goodness, look at the way this reading has unfolded. Okay, Spirit, anything else before we finish up? There's a lot going on here. Oh, these cards just want to fly up. We've got the King of Fire now. It's going to get pretty busy, and the message here is focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. So stand up. Be self-empowered. Be confident. You've got a lot of things to offer here. Start taking action. It may be also, Gemini, that you do get advice from someone who is a leader, who is standing in that King of Fire energy. They may very well be a mentor to help you create that shift, to make that decision and move forward. And I feel that this person could certainly assist you. You and the Queen of Fire, and the King of Fire enters in here to assist you, to bring you up, to encourage you, to inspire you, kick up the bum. That's that kind of thing. I feel like I just want to keep going, but it could also just keep on going. Okay. What else, Spirit, do we need to know for tonight? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of energy happening here in your cards. I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit Messages deck here. So thank you, Spirit. What does Gemini need to know? I feel like there's still a lot of things left unknown here, and part of this is about being comfortable with the unknown. But, you know, there's definitely change happening here for you. It does feel kind of exciting, though. You definitely got something new coming here. There is victory around what you're doing. There's a real sense of your spirituality and the purpose of what you're doing, and having a big effect, here. Gosh, you've got an incredible amount of strength. You've got the resources you need to create change, so let's remember that. Don't feel pressured in making decisions for other people. So do allow yourself that time to step back and think about things, to process things, to rest. Allow for divine timing here. In terms of something not being emotionally fulfilling, I think you pretty much decided that that's come to a conclusion there. And, you know, apart from that, you're ready to move on to something that is way more fulfilling. That's really important to you. All right, thank you, Spirit. This final message for Gemini. Soul power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and You have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Perhaps you needed to know just how influential you are, how empowered you are as a soul being, Gemini. This seems to be an important, your spirituality is actually really important in your reading. Let's see what else. So, you drew this card to be reminded of how powerful you are as a soul. Your outside physical world right now might be hectic, and you may be pulling away from what your soul is trying to help you with at this time. Perhaps, Gemini, you are feeling pressured, a little stressed with all of this activity here. And the Knight of Wands is like rush, rush, rush energy to do. So Spirit is perhaps saying, be aware that you might be pulling away from what is your soul purpose because of this distraction. The answers you seek may not be forthcoming from the outside world. So if you are seeking clarity from what other people are telling you or showing you, if you're looking for answers outside of you, that's probably not going to help you in this instance. Guidance is going to be found from going within. Wisdom and counsel and inner guidance is coming from within. Your soul will often try to get your attention through dreams, through synchronistic events, intuitive nudges, Gemini. When you feel these, close your eyes, breathe calmly and deeply, and ask your soul for guidance with any situation you're experiencing at this moment in time. You may see a picture or a symbol, or you may experience a feeling or hear a whisper in your mind. Trust what you receive. Even if the answer is not immediate, and I do feel that the answers are not immediate, but you are being guided to trust and to listen to your intuition. Yeah. Be open to the wisdom and honour how powerful the real you really is. I think that's the crux of the message here, is that despite me wanting to get something more concrete for you, Spirit is saying, it's not the timing right now. There are other things that need to come into your awareness. And you need to listen to your intuition, because I feel that a situation is unfolding where you're going to need to make a choice. You need to be more clear and dedicated to your purpose, I feel. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Okay, we have to finish this reading sooner or later, so let's just pull a Namaste card here. I apologise for this extra long reading. It was not my intention. All right, thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Beautiful messages, though. Very, very helpful. So, we have infinite blessing. This is your blessing card. I'm going to read the blessing for you. So it says, blessings flow to and from you. Endlessly expanding in all directions, filling you with the healing light that guides you upon your blessed path. Filling you with the healing light that guides you upon your blessed path. Rainbow light flows from your heart, creating infinite peace. That sounds very spiritual to me. I love the reference to blessings flowing to and from you, expanding in all directions. You know, this is like having such a big influence in so many ways. And I love the rainbow colours here. Healing light that guides you. Healing light, okay, the divine, that guides you on your blessed path. Rainbow light flows from your heart, creating infinite peace. So very much about tapping into your spirituality and into your inner guidance, using that to understand your strengths, your skills. This is where the victory lies, okay? This is where the future lies. This is where your victory lies, is really understanding. Don't underestimate yourself, it says. And this is where you need to be planting your seeds, creating new beginnings. Okay, so maybe we got clarity in the end, that if you're wondering what steps or direction to take, it's definitely about your purpose, your spirituality. It may feel like it's going to take courage to go there, but I feel like Spirit is saying, this is the pathway. Are you recognizing it? Take your time to make sure you tap into your intuition to understand that. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that, Gemini. Rewatch the video if needs be, and we'll see what unfolds for you. I hope you've enjoyed that reading. We got there eventually. I do feel that it's very significant. You're in this moment of time. Allow the time to unfold so that you become clearer and really tap into your inner guidance for this reading. So Gemini, if you've enjoyed the reading, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. It helps me to spread the word. It creates visibility for my channel so that more people can receive the messages from the divine. Take care of yourself, Gemini, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.